Well, I'm finishing up my weekend here at Chiller, and I am with somebody who's very iconic to me because I love the Breakfast Club. I'm a huge Breakfast Club fan, and I am with freaking Carl the Janitor. How cool is that?
It's very cool.
Do people just call you that, or do they call you by your real name?
No, they call me by Carl. Hey, the eyes and ears of this institution. You know, all the different quotes. Hey, you're that guy.
You're that guy. I recognize you. And
there's a lot of that guy stuff.
So you told me yesterday when we were talking that you had auditioned for The Sopranos.
Yeah.
And I was a bada bing girl on The Sopranos, so I wanted to know if you could tell me the story of your audition.
Well, I got this audition for the part of Tony Soprano.
Okay.
And I
just a little part in the Hollywood world, by the way.
I don't really remember the actual scenes, but I remember reading the script and thinking it was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And I read for the part of Tony, I think there were 2 scenes. I'm not exactly sure, but I was in the mix. Mm-hmm. They said I was there were 5 or 6 actors that they had whittled it down to. I think James Gandolfini was in the mix, and Chaz Palminteri and a few others. Mm-hmm. And I was like one of the only non-Italians.
Okay.
And they decided to cut me from the mix of guys because I was Greek and not Italian, and David Chase was going for the real deal. Mm-hmm. So I always thought, and this is something I said to you, I always thought, well, you know, whenever I get not cast in a part, I think I should have got cast. The other guy was not as good. And then I saw The Sopranos, and I went, that guy is the right guy for the part. I mean, Gandolfini was so perfect.
Now, did you ever do any scenes? Did you ever have any?
But I also want to tell you that it was between me and Bruce Willis for Moonlighting too.
Oh, cool!
So I've had a few other close calls.
Nice. And now I want to ask you your first concert too, because that was
May 10th, 1968. Jimi Hendrix at the Maple Leaf Forum in Toronto. Jimi Hendrix.
Wow. Okay.
Jimi Hendrix.
Now. Did you
and
get a shirt?
I was 12 years old. No,
I was 12 years old.
It's the first time I ever smelled what became known as marijuana smoked to me.
I've smelled that before in my days too.
Well,
actually, it's a famous part in your movie.
Yeah,
right?
well,
did you end up smoking? Was that real pot in the scene? Were they really stoned?
I wasn't part of that sequence,
no,
and I'm not going to tell.
No, you're not going to tell.
You don't kiss, you don't tell.
I have heard that there was real marijuana on the set for that one. I don't know if it's true or not. I wasn't there. I was thinking I was 8 when they made
I'm not going to spread that rumor that maybe that was true.
Who knows? Yeah, you never know when you're like scrolling and you see these random videos and stuff. But yeah, that was definitely an awesome movie. And so your concert, back to that, do you have ticket stub, shirt?
I actually have a ticket stub from the Jimi Hendrix.
You do? Wow, that's
if
pretty
you want,
cool.
I can maybe try to find it and PDF it to you.
Oh, that would be really cool. You know, you need.
But
to,
I remember the date. It was it May 10th?
May 10th?
No, it was right. May 10th was Mother's Day. Maybe it was the week after Mother's Day, because I had parents that were very difficult insofar as letting me go to Toronto on my own, so I had to get my cousin to come with me. So.
Yeah, but no, that's a really... Did you have any other memory of it, seeing him? Because that's like pretty iconic.
Well, I remember he was busted at the border for drugs.
Oh,
so
okay, see, that's why I like asking these questions.
He took a long time to get on the stage, and there was a band called Cat Mother and the All Night Newsboys, and they were the opening act, and they played their full album, and then they looked to the side of the stage, and the guy was going... stretch. So they started playing songs again. It was almost like in Spinal Tap, this is a Spinal Tap jam. Mm-hmm. It was almost like they were making stuff up. And finally Hendrix came on and he said, you and me, we're in our own little world, man. And he said, I had some trouble before, but you and me are in our own little world, man. And then he went into Foxy Lady, and the whole place went crazy. And I got goosebumps to this day.
Oh, that is an intense story. Way better than my Bon Jovi one. I like yours better.
Oh, Jimi, I love Jimi. I also did a paper route for a week before so I could buy the tickets, or 2 weeks before. And it was cold. It was a morning paper route. My father ended up getting in the car at 5 in the morning with me.
Oh, wow.
Delivering the papers.
Nice.
And then when I told him I spent the money on an album and the tickets, he was a little bit, are you kidding me?
Well, that's a really cool story. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
John Kapelos.
Kapelos.
I'm
it's
sorry.
It's all right. Carpal tunnel syndrome. That's fine. I can take that.
I want to make sure I said it
I
right.
got a hug for that.
But you were Carl to me. That's who we
Carpolis.
No,
I like that.
Carl.
It's all right.
But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That
Thank you
really
for letting
awesome.
me kiss you too.
You kissed me again.
Peck
Thank
on the
you
cheek.
so much. Well, I wish you did this, Sopranos. I wish you did a scene in there that would have been That would have been pretty cool. Could have gotten like whacked in it, you know. They should have had you be part of it.
I would have liked to have done The Sopranos. But
it would have been cool if they had some of the other people, like John Bon Jovi. They didn't let him do it because he wouldn't play himself.
Well,
they wanted him to, you know,
play himself or play with himself. I'm sorry, play himself.
That would have been an interesting Twitter video.
Sorry.
With some of them. But anyway, so you know, they wanted him to be John Bon Jovi, like a Jersey guy, and he wanted to be like, a mob guy. And
he wanted to act.
Yeah, he wanted to act. But
well, John, sometimes they just want you to be you.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You have a little bit of chiller time left.
A little bit, yeah.
Squeeze a little bit in.
An hour plus or whatever.
And have a safe trip back home.
Thank you, sweetie.
All right. Thanks.
You.
Bye.